Hi guys, my name is Trinity, and if you're here, you must be here to talk about books. Today, I have to apologize for being MIA for a couple of weeks because I had some vacation stuff come up. I had some personal stuff come up that I had to take care of. And so I'm going to go ahead and come back to you guys with a book haul because why not? Because why not come back on a fun note? That just makes sense to me. So first off, I want to talk about the fact that my friend Izzy sent me some things, and amongst those would be her old Kindle Paperwhite. Now, if you guys have been watching for a while, you guys know that I have a really hard time with ebooks, and one of the things I wanted to try was the Paperwhite. I just didn't want to spend so much money on something that I didn't know if it would work for me. So I have read one book off of my Kindle, and it worked out well. I think it did what I needed it to do. So I am hoping that moving forward, I can pick up more ebooks and read them that way. She also sent me Monstrous, which I can't find. I think I might have accidentally left it in the car because I was reading it while we were on vacation. And so it's safe. It is in its own little book sleeve and everything like that. But I think I accidentally left it in the car. I have read it, so I really did enjoy it. It was one of those, though, that the format didn't quite work for me because I kept having to pull the pages apart so I could read certain sections of it. And it was very, very small. The type was very, very small. And so I had some issues reading it, but I think that also might have been because I was reading it in the car. And then the other thing that she sent me that I've also already read would be Saga Volume One. I really liked this one. It is weird, and there's a lot of stuff in here that is not safe for work, but I really, really enjoyed this one. And this is actually a graphic novel series that I might even continue. So yay, we found a graphic novel series that I like. And the last book that she sent me is The Beauty. Now, I know nothing about this except it's weird horror. And that is why she sent it to me, because she knows how much I love weird and how much I love horror. So I'm very excited to get to this, but she has warned me that it is just weird. Somewhere away from the cities and towns in the Valley of the Rocks, a society of men and boys gather around a fire each night to listen to their history recounted by Nate the storyteller. Requested most often by the group is the tale of the death of all women. They are the last generation. One evening, Nate brings back new secrets from the woods. Peculiar mushrooms are growing from the ground where the women's bodies lie buried. These are the first signs of a strange and insidious presence unlike anything ever known. Discover the beauty. So yes, it does sound creepy and fantastic. Okay, so for book of the month, I got The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I have heard nothing but great things about this book. And again, you guys know I let book of the month feed my mystery thriller love. And this one sounds like it's going to be really good. Like I said, I've heard nothing but great things about it. I know it's dual timelines. Sometimes that just doesn't work for me. But I also don't like knowing much about my mystery thrillers before I go into them. Now, I know this one does play with some horror elements, and I know Simone St. James likes to introduce speculative fiction tropes in her books, so I'm very excited to get into Simone St. James and see if I like this book. My doggy is being real cute, y'all. He's rolling around in the floor down here. And then, of course, book of the month, Put Out Upgrade by Blake Crouch, and I couldn't pass it up because this is the newest book by Blake Crouch. And I have read Recursion, haven't read Dark Matter yet, but I have also read his short story within the Forward universe. I have decided I like Blake Crouch, so I'm very excited to get to this one. Now, my friend Kate sent me 2 books as well, and she knows that I absolutely love Robin Hood. And so when she was clearing out her shelves, she sent me 2 female Robin Hood retellings. And this one being Scarlet, and the second one being Sherwood by Megan Spooner. Now, you guys might recognize Megan Spooner as the author that I just fell in love with when I read The Other Side of the Sky, which is her and Amy Kaufman. I loved that first book, and I'm so excited to get my hands on the second one. But yeah, 2 female Robin Hood retellings, and I'm very excited to get to these. They are young adult, which I absolutely do not mind. Okay, next I got Call of the Bone Ships, which is actually this month's buddy read on the Oasis Discord. However, I am in the midst of trying to black out my bingo board, so I don't know if I will get to this one. But this is the second book of the Tide Child trilogy by R.J. Barker. You guys know I love R.J. Barker. He's becoming one of my favorite authors. But I am very excited to get to this one. Now, next is a trilogy. I fell in love with the first book, so I went ahead and picked up the rest of the trilogy. And yes, I did get them from thrift books, so they do have the stickers still on them. And the third is a library-bound copy. So I loved The Tethered Mage when I read it, and I'm so excited to get to the next 2. Defiant Air would be the second one, The Unbound Empire the third. And like I said, The Tethered Mage was so good that I'm just really looking forward to the rest of the trilogy. And I have read The Obsidian Tower by her, and I didn't realize it was a spinoff of this trilogy. So I'm doubly excited because I really loved that book too. Next is another that I picked up, book 1 and 2, because I have read book 1 for The Wolf, and I wanted to read For the Throne. And funny enough, I got an ALC copy of this, so I will probably be reading it pretty soon. I would be reading it right now, except that it's 494 pages and not 500 plus. But I am looking forward to this one because I absolutely loved For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. And this one kind of reads like a blend of Beauty and the Beast meets Red Riding Hood. And yeah, like I said, I loved this one, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Went ahead and bought them. I do believe this is going to be a trilogy, but yes, now I own book 1 and 2. Something funny happened on our Discord, and we signed up for arcs of a book that we totally forgot we signed up for. Like, this was a mass amnesia on our Discord. However, all of us were excited whenever we figured out this was why we had received the arc of Flames of Mira by Clay Harmon. This is the first book of a new series, and it says, set in a world of fire and ice, this stunning debut is a tale of magic and redemption from a fresh new voice in fantasy fiction. Born through life-threatening trials that bind chemical elements to the human body, Ig was forged in the boiling volcanoes under Mira's frozen lands. One of the most powerful known elementals, he serves as an enforcer for Magnet Cirillo Adrian, cursed with flesh-binding magic that will kill him at the first sign of disobedience. It sounds so dang cool, and all of us are so excited to delve into this one. And I've heard very good things about it already, so so pumped for that. So I went to the buy, sell, trade, picked up a few books there. The first being The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. Now, I picked this one up because so many people have told me I would enjoy it. I actually know nothing about it, but every time I ask for recommendations, people tell me The Girl with All the Gifts. They think I will absolutely love it. So I'm very excited to get to this one. But like I said, I don't know anything about it. I've been on a bit of a romance kick lately. Have been wanting to read something that's a little outside of fantasy, which this still falls into fantasy. But I picked up Neon Gods by Katie Robert because I've heard very good things about it. I've heard that that one's really sexy too. Now, one that I broke down and bought because I found the hardcover of it. And you guys know Mark Lawrence, love, love, love his writing, hate Jorg. So sometimes I just pass up on Mark Lawrence just because I hate Jorg. But I found a hardback copy of Red Sister. I do plan to read this year. I'm not exactly sure when. There is a buddy read of it going on the Oasis Discord right now, but I don't know if I'm going to get to this one this month. All right, and then I picked up A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. This is horror. I've heard nothing but great things about this particular book. I do have the audio, but since I was using my trade credit and got this for $1, I figured I would do an immersive read of it. And all I know is it's about a girl with schizophrenia. That's what I know. And while I was venturing over to the little library, I stumbled across In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Now, I've heard mixed things about this particular book, but again, it's a mystery thriller that I figure, why not try it? I'm always down to try mystery thrillers. So I've heard good things about Ruth Ware, and I thought maybe I would give this one a go. Okay, now I told you I would talk to you guys about The Martyr. So I got a message from Anthony Ryan asking me if I wanted an ARC copy of To Black Fire Keep, his newest in his novella series. And just a week after that one showed up, this one showed up. And I was like, oh my gosh, you tricked me, you tricked me. I'm so excited, but you tricked me. I was not expecting this, but you guys know how much I absolutely love Anthony Ryan. I have been trying to fit this into my readathon, but I haven't been able to because it doesn't fit any of the prompts except 500 plus, but I had already planned to read Shorefall, and but I'm dying. I'm dying. It's here and I'm dying. I'm so excited for it. And then from Fairy Loot, Her Majesty's Royal Coven. This book is stunning. Stunning. Look at this. Look at this. It's so bright. I absolutely love it. So I don't know much about this one either, other than these are witches who work for the government. It says, known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil, but their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught in the center. Will Helena, Neom, Leonie, and Elle be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late, or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome? Life as a modern witch was never simple, but now it's about to get apocalyptic. Okay, and we do have another YA author breaking into adult, and I've found I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with that. The books that I've read have been pretty dang good. There's only been one of them that I didn't like, so yeah, that is my book haul for July. That's it for me today. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!